drivers for achieving quality outcomes and affordability, rather than paying for the number of procedures. Giving states the flexibility to design and offer high-quality, affordable coverage that meets the unique needs of their residents. Providing seniors with choice and stability in their benefits, and ensuring that the Medicare program meets their increasingly complex conditions. Strengthening and expanding the employer-sponsored coverage system, which already serves 178 million people. And providing patients with information to simplify their healthcare experience. The foundation exists for better healthcare. Building on what works is the path forward. United Health Group. Built for better health. Learn more at unitedhealthgroup.com.
Problem? Well, it was a problem when my boss let me know I had to work late. You know the drill. Last minute proposal, unscheduled overtime, and like clockwork, my van pool leaves at 5. Lucky for me, I signed up for Guaranteed Ride Home. Problem solved.
Guaranteed Ride Home from Commuter Connections. A home if you ride share. Just register or renew today at commuterconnections.org. That's commuterconnections.org. Some restrictions apply.
358.
Traffic and weather on the 8s and when it breaks.
On the Maryland side of the Potomac River between the Beltway and Cabin John, fire and EMS sent to look for a crash reported to them either on the Clara Barton Parkway between Carter Rock and Glen Echo or on the Cabin John Parkway connecting the Beltway at River Road. They should be in the area now if anything is to be found. Around the Beltway and the interstates beyond in Maryland and Virginia, generally the pavement is bare. That does not necessarily mean that it's dry, only in a few cases as the wind overcome the melting process. In the town of Riverdale Park, the issue is with the traffic signal struck earlier today. Southbound 201 had to turn at 410. 410 could cross 201. Northbound from Bladensburg, 201 could get across the intersection with the East-West Highway. The WTV Traffic Center is presented by Window Nation. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Log on, visit windownation.com. I'm Bob Marburg, WTV Traffic.
Few passing snow showers, gusty winds, temperatures in the upper 30s the rest of this Tuesday afternoon. Then overnight tonight, back down near freezing by late evening under a partly cloudy sky. Mid-20s by dawn Wednesday. Watch out for icy spots tomorrow morning. Partly sunny, windy, and cold on Wednesday with afternoon highs tomorrow only the low 30s. I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Tom Huron.
Windy at 34 in the nation's capital.
At 359.
This is WTOP, Washington's top news. WTOP-FM Washington, WWWT-FM Manassas, WTLP-FM Braddock Heights Frederick, and online at WTOP.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Sean Anderson.
I'm Hillary Howard. Coming up,
Slushy streets will turn icy tonight as temps dive and winds start howling.
we've got team coverage on the storm aftermath, the roads, and the schools.
What Metro is planning for its trains and buses on Wednesday. I'm Michelle Bash.
Finally, a snow day this school year, and sledding. I get really young.
Will the late winter snow and sleet keep bugs from coming out early?
Oh, we'll ask an expert at 410.
Dial down 41.
4 o'clock.
CBS News, I'm Dave Barrett. A healthy debate over the health care replacement plan. You could hear it from the White House, Capitol Hill today. Here's correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
His spokesman says the president stands by his goal of insurance for everyone. That's what I think we want to do. So give everyone who wants to get health care the financial ability to get it. Sean Spicer says the CBO estimate of tens of millions going uninsured doesn't take into account the totality, the 3-pronged GOP plan. There are 2 more pieces to come of this, but there's no guarantee the first phase has enough support to pass. Spicer says the White House is now working with GOP leaders on a set of amendments aimed at getting conservative skeptics on board. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, the White House.
This almost stings your face just listening to it. That's wind and sleet. Pelting those in Hartford, Connecticut, where 13 inches of snow fell. Overall, says WPEC meteorologist Jeff Baradelli,
Just leftover flurries around New York City for the remainder of the afternoon. Boston, it's not pure snow. It's a mix of snow, rain, sleet. A few slushy inches is likely what's going to fall there. But over inland parts of the Northeast, including the Catskills, Berkshires, and Poconos, you will continue to get pummeled with very heavy snow.
some top totals from this northeast storm. 22 inches of snow in Binghamton, New York, 19 in Vernon, New Jersey. 6,000 flights canceled today across the country, many due to the storm. What's not canceled today? Broadway.
He knows what to do in the trenches, you know what to do with the trench.
That hit show will go on tonight. Charlotte St. Martin's with the Broadway League.
If it's not too late, you probably could go to the box office and get a ticket to Hamilton or one of the other great hot shows.
A couple are even offering storm discounts. Photos of female U.S. Marines on Facebook, some with terrible comments posted with them. Other images were of women naked. General Robert Neller, the commandant of the Marines, faced the Senate Armed Services Committee today. New York Democrat Kristen Gillibrand says this issue goes back several years.
You have demanded that you maintain control of all these issues. But where's the accountability for failure? Who is being held accountable for doing nothing since 2013? Who?
General Neller says within the Marine Corps there exists a cultural problem. Opioids, costly healthcare issue nationwide. Now one community wants a provider to pay up.
As the makers of the drug most identified with America's opioid crisis, Purdue Pharma has seen legal action before from states and the federal government. But this is the first time it's been sued not for the addiction's cause, but its effects. The city of Everett, Washington wants the company to pay for the millions it's been spending battling its opioid epidemic. Purdue Pharma says, bring it on. It's happy to, in its words, present the facts in court. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
The Dow is closed down 44. This is CBS News.
If you need to reach the most powerful political thought leaders and policymakers, there's only one place to be. The Hill. The Hill is the largest independent political site in the U.S. with unprecedented growth in the D.C. market, larger than Politico and Roll Call combined, according to Comscore. The nation's most influential people share the Hill's content on social media, including the president and vice president. It is the most followed Twitter feed by members of Congress, the reliable source for policy and politics in Washington and across the country. Let your message be heard on the Hill.com.
We're a lot like a family at Navy Federal. We're here to support and help you succeed. That's why anyone in the armed forces and veterans can join us and receive the benefits of Navy Federal membership. Then, once you're a member, anyone in your immediate family can become a member too. And just like a family, our members are members for life. Come join a financial partner that's with you for life. Visit NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Hello, it is 4:04 on the snowy aftermath. This Tuesday, March the 14th, we're at 34 degrees. It'll get cold tonight.
Live from the Glass Enclosed Nerve Center, this is Washington's top news. 103.5 FM and WTOP.com. Here are Sean Anderson and Hillary Howard.
Yeah, some quick bursts of snow flew through the metro area earlier this afternoon, but that is not the big story. It is the cold. As the winds start to howl, temperatures dive into the 20s tonight, and road conditions will definitely take a bad turn, especially with some of the melting we've seen.
To cope with refreezing, plows and salt trucks will stay on the roads tonight.
Crews are going to stay on 24/7 until we're done with everything.
That's VDOT's Ellen Kamalakis in Loudoun County. She says they've been working to clear side roads and neighborhood streets, and it'll take some time. For now, major roads are wet or slushy, but with temps set to drop later, things could be very icy in the morning.
Well, if you're wondering what to expect tomorrow on Metro Rail and Metro Bus, TOP is here for you.
Metro Bus will start Wednesday on a moderate snow service plan, says Metro spokesman Dan Stessel.
The reason that we're keeping it at the moderate level is because of the potential for refreeze overnight.
He says service will likely be upgraded as things warm up and conditions improve.
On the rail side, I would absolutely expect that will be normal.
But keep in mind, Metro Rail work zones will return Wednesday.
Safe track, single tracking remains in effect. That's the long-term project affecting the blue and yellow lines.
Michelle Batch, WTOP News.
VRE is planning regular service in the morning, but says changes are possible. Mark plans to offer full service on all 3 lines tomorrow.
By the way, we've already talking about what's happening at the schools. Anne Arundel County Public Schools are opening 2 hours late tomorrow. We have a full list of any closings or delays at WTOP.com.
4:06, well, just when spring seemed around the corner, school kids were hoping that winter wouldn't disappoint. And this mid-March snowfall came through, producing enough snow to cover the neighborhood hills for sledding.
Looks like the voodoo some kids do to make it snow finally worked.
We do like putting our PJs inside out and backwards, and put a spoon under our pillow.
They wax
relaxed, toboggans, grabbed your sleds and coasters, and found a place to slide.
Do you just feel like the wind in your face and it's like a thrill? Yeah, it's just been pretty awesome. And we do these tricks. And it's also really fun to go spinning and you never know like where you're going to end up.
Most kids enjoyed their first snow day of the season. And after several runs down the hill, the heavy white snow packed down nicely for great sledding. Dick Iuliano, WTOP News.
So, you know, we were set to have a pretty darn buggy spring and summer because it's been so warm all winter long. Could this have changed things?
Let's hope.
Let's hope. We're going to talk to a man who knows after traffic and weather. 407.
Can you believe we get paid for this? Driving around, seeing the sights, meeting new people, and making them smile.
Tell me about your perfect day.
It starts when you say to the customer, all you have to do is point, and then we make the junk disappear. People love that.
Yes. And then what happens?
We recycle the recyclables
and donate the donatables.
So Planet Earth stays happy and healthy. People are just so happy when that junk is finally gone.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com. In times of transition and change, it's more important than ever to have the agility to adapt and the courage to innovate. At Deloitte, our people bring fresh perspective from inside and outside government to help you solve our nation's biggest challenges. From cyber and IT modernization to digital and analytics, anti-fraud and leadership services, Deloitte drives bold and lasting results. People, ideas, technology, and outcomes, all designed for impact. Look again, Deloitte.com/US/federal impact.
WTOP at 408.
Traffic and weather on the 8s and when it breaks.
Like volumes of traffic across the region, only a few crashes here of late. One, Kensington side, looking at Knowles Avenue and Beach Drive. Responders should be arriving. On the interstates around the region, generally, the bare pavement is showing, but in many cases, the bare pavement